I've found the top 10 Warzone 2 Season 1 loadouts, and the last few will definitely surprise you. And yes, before you ask, all these loadouts are nuke tested and approved. As we get started, double check, make sure you are subscribed with the bell turned on. All of my main videos are on this channel, but my daily gameplay is over on my Thinned Gaming channel here on YouTube. And if you like daily streams, those will be over on my Twitch. Just type in my name, Thinned. Starting off, we have a loadout that I get a whole bunch of questions on because, well, it looks unique and it also sounds incredibly mean. Somebody get on the gunner. Oh! This is how I build it. We're using the Rhino barrel, tuned like this. Shred CP90 muzzle, tuned like this. SA side grip underbarrel, tuned like this. Your optic of choice, I'm using the Corvus downrange. It's going to be tuned like this. We're using the Stip 40 grip, tuned like this. Next up, we got the MP5. This SMG is a true COD classic because of its all-around viability. It's probably one of the best SMGs for any beginner because it's just so easy to use. Let's go! We're building it out with the Merc foregrip, tuned like this. This specific laser for hip fire, the 50-round drum, this rear grip, tuned like this, and the FT mobile stock, and it's going to be tuned like that. Now, Call of Duty wouldn't be Call of Duty without some sniping, and I, for one, loved Warzone 1 for its unique sniping characteristics, and Warzone 2 does leave quite a bit of that out because you cannot one-shot. But that being said, there is a sniper rifle that you can use to delete people, and, well, I've been reported the most with this build, and that would be using the Signal 50 caliber. Oh my god, let's go! Knock one, broken, bro hit, knock two, thirsted. A lot of things are dead. I've won so many games with this gun, and I've gotten multiple 5 wins in a row in order to get our nuke gameplay with this very build. We're using the Bruin counter ops muzzle tuned like this. You can choose different ones if you want faster ADS. Just know that you will have less recoil control. It really depends on your playstyle and how you want to use it. We're also using the Kilo 50 29-inch barrel. It's going to be tuned like this. Using the Schlager Pack Box number 4 for aim down sight speed. 50 cal high velocity bullets tuned like this. 7-round magazine to round out the build. Now let's talk about a loadout I don't see people using that much, and I really don't know why. And that's the M4, literally one of the most popular AR. It's got very little recoil, amazing range, and I've tried so many different builds for this, and I think I found one that you will really enjoy. He says that he saw me. He sees me. I broke it, Dad.
Same kid.
He's screaming again. Using the high tower 20-inch barrel tuned like this. Using the Harbinger D20 suppressor tuned like this. We're using the FTAC Ripper, although I have heard some people say that you can choose between the FTAC Ripper or you can use the Phase 3 grip. It doesn't really matter. It depends on which one you feel like. We're going to have that one tuned like this. 60-round magazine because we need more pew in our gun. And your sight of choice, I'm testing out this reflex sight, and it's going to be tuned like this, although any sight really works, just depends on your playstyle. Now, before we talk about the best SMG in Warzone 2, I'd love to give a massive shout out to our energy partners over at CardoMax. As a gamer, I've tried so many different energy drinks, and they have too much caffeine or way too much sugar or something artificial in them. And really, I just didn't find one that I really enjoyed. And it's been 5 years of me gaming, and I still haven't had an energy partner until today. Now, CardoMax was started by my good friend Sean, and as a former Navy SEAL, he has served our country at the highest level possible. He's had access to literally every single type of supplement known to mankind, and he's tried every technique to get the maximum performance at the professional level. If it's good enough for our nation's finest, I promise you it'll be good enough for you and me. And we've got 2 nukes with it. Mixed berry is my favorite flavor, and it's all natural and sweetened with stevia, making this 0 calories. They come in these liquid sticks that are super easy to use. All you do is rip off the top and squeeze it into 20 ounces of water, just like so. Shake it up, and you're good to go. Make sure to use code THINNED at checkout for a discount, and just remember, your purchase supports an American veteran business. Now, let's get back to the Vector, which is the very best SMG in this game. Quite literally, the only thing you need to worry about is running out of ammo. It shoots that fast and has the best damage profile out of any SMG. Other than that, it's literally point and shoot. Last one. Oh, God. One resting, rest behind you, behind you, behind you. Oh, let's go. This is how I'm building it. Using the Point G3P04 laser for hip fire, Merc foregrip tuned like this. We're using the biggest magazine because we need all the bullets that we can. The FENNEC rubber grip tuned like this, which is going to give us a lot of sprint to fire speed. We're also using the FTAC lock tight stock, going to be tuned like this. Now, this list wouldn't be complete without the very best battle rifle in the game, the TAC V, also known as the Scar Heavy. And I really prefer to use this over the anemic TAC 5.6, which is just a marshmallow shooter. I really do not like that gun. This heavy version has insanely fast TTK, and if you get one headshot, you win the fight.
All dead.
This is how I have it built. We're using the lock shot compensator tuned like this, using the FTAC Ripper underbarrel tuned like this, using the 50 round drum because we just like more bullets. If you don't want to have as many, you can use a 30 round mag. We're using this specific reflex sight because I'm still testing it, tuned like this. And of course, we're using the FSS combat grip, which is going to give you that extra recoil control, tuned like this. Now let's get back to a surprising SMG that I thought would not be in the meta, but they recently buffed it, and it's a lot of fun to use. I recently went on a 5-win streak with this MP7, and it's especially good at fighting multiple opponents because of its massive mag size.
He's on top. I'm gonna go down. Never mind.
Fire! Friendly precision airstrike inbound.
Cheers for that. Jumping. Down. Oh my god, dude. The MP7 is actually wild.
This is how I have it built, using the Merc 4 grip tuned like this, using the .G3 P04 laser for hipfire, 60 round magazine because we need the most pew in our gun, demo RXT stock tuned like this, and of course the Schlager soldier grip. That's going to give us that sprint to fire and aim down sight speed tuned like this. Now let's talk about the venerable AK-47. This loadout is very similar to the RPK that you see every single streamer use out there, except for this build has so much better mobility. Personally, I like to use this as a sniper support weapon, and it's also great if you're playing against multiple enemies because it has such fast TTK.
Down. Dead.
Here's the build. We're putting a compensator on it tuned like this. We're also using the FTAC Ripper underbarrel, and it's going to be tuned like so. 40 round magazine, or you can switch this out for 30 round magazine and put on a laser if you want for faster ADS. As far as the sight, we're using this one tuned like so. And finally, we're using this anti-recoil grip, the Demo X2. It's going to be tuned just like this. Now, the AK's bigger brother, RPK, is the most broken primary in all of Warzone 2. I'm personally very surprised that they haven't nerfed it yet, and maybe that's because they're trying to figure out how to best make it nerfed but still usable. This loadout has personally gotten me a couple nukes, and pretty much every single streamer out there has all gotten their nuke with this build.
Put the other one in, Jay, put it in.
Keep it going, gentlemen.
And if you're a beginner, this is the best long-range loadout, bar none. Now, this loadout, you can change around a couple things on it. This is the one that most people use. Some other people have switched out the high-velocity ammunition for a laser for ADS speed, which has made it even more usable, but this one's pretty good. We're using the ZLR Talon suppressor, going to be tuned like so. We're also using the FTAC Ripper underbarrel, tuned like so. And we're using the high velocity ammunition. This is going to give us a little bit more recoil control. And so it's going to be tuned like this. We're also using the anti-recoil Demo X2 grip. And it's going to be tuned like this. Now, as far as the sight goes, this sight has very, very little visual recoil, but you can use a longer range sight if you like. If you want to try out the Corvus or the X10 Angel or the Schlager 3.4, those are also some excellent sights. My current red dot is going to be tuned like this. Now, if you enjoy the HDR or the AX50 from Warzone 1, then you definitely need to give this sniper rifle a try. The MCPR is basically hit scan all the way out to 300 meters, and that makes it really fun to use, especially when you're shooting people flying back in.
Left to right. Broken. Knocked. Oh my god. Oh, I see him now.
Yeah.
I don't see him anymore. Oh, his friend.
One more.
I don't see him either. Let's go. Headshotted. Knock one. Knock both. First one. All dead.
Taking car for res. Crazy.
No, they're not. Double headshot. Yeah, this thing is insane once you know how to use it.
This is the maximum bullet velocity build. We're using the NIL Sound 90 suppressor, tuned like so. We're also using the 22-inch barrel, tuned like this. We're also using this choreo laser, going to be tuned for maximum ADS speed, but also giving us aiming stability. Additionally, we're using high velocity ammunition. It's going to be tuned like so. We're also using the Cronin Lion stock. It's going to give us more aiming stability as well as some ADS speed, tuned like so. And this already has 10 rounds in the magazine, so it's pretty broken. Now, if you made it all the way here, I wanted to give you a couple bonus loadouts. The Honey Badger, aka Chimera, is probably one of the best sniper support weapons out there. I personally have used it also as a primary weapon, and the TTK on it is very surprising. Just keep in mind that since this is a subsonic weapon, you want to keep your engagements to 50 meters or less so that you'll have the best performance.
He's right in front of me. Sorry, man. I got the new gun. It's broken.
Using the 10-inch barrel, it's going to be tuned like so. Or also using the ZLR Talon suppressor, it's going to be tuned like this. F-Tac Ripper underbarrel, you can tune it like so. The optic, we're using the Cronin Mini Pro, and it's going to be tuned like this. And of course, we're using the 45-round mag because you need the most bullets in your gun. Now, the VAZNEV is that SMG that you find on the floor, and it's surprisingly really good at squad wiping. Swinging around. Oh, God, we're going to die. I got them all. The only thing that people have an issue with for this gun is that the reload speed isn't the best, but if you mainly play solos, duos, or trios, you're going to be just fine. This is the build. We're using the F-Tac Grimline laser. That's going to give you that hip fire control, accuracy, and sprint to fire speed. We're using the Markiev R7 stock. It's going to be tuned like this. True tack grip for that sprint to fire speed, tuned like this. 45-round mag because, you know, you need the most bullets, as well as the Merc foregrip. It's going to be tuned like so. Now that you've got all these meta loadouts, let me show you how to get a nuke for yourself and your team. Go ahead and click the video. It's down here, and I'll see you in that video.